Hey guys, Pennyweight here. I have finally got enough gold that I'm gonna decide to melt some. I'm gonna be using the Quick Kiln 2 today, so I'll show you this process and hopefully I turn out a pretty good gold bar. Quick Kiln 2. This is what it comes with, the little kiln here and the lid. It comes with an ounce mold, the crucible, get a pair of tongs with it, and you get some gold flux, and it also comes with a small bag of just all-purpose metal flux, so you can do silver, copper, and that kind of stuff. Some additional things I had to get was some fire blocks. Since I'm working on a wood table, I wanted to be able to put hot stuff down, so I got some fire blocks. Some bone ash, which you need to kind of coat the inside of your kiln with in order to keep the flux from messing up the bottom of your kiln. And I had a round file. And just some additional stuff, of course. I've got a little bottle that I'm going to put my flux and my gold in and mix it well before I start the firing. And of course you have to buy, it does not come with these tips, so you have to buy the tips separate. But you have to buy 2 propane bottles. And that should be about all you should have to get. If you have a fireproof table, of course you don't have to get the fire bricks. We're going to get this process started here. Okay, first off, I'm going to just coat my kiln with the bone ash here. I'm just going to take a few scoopsfuls and put it in here, kind of spread it around. As I said, this will keep the flux from burning away the bottom of your kiln if you spill any in it. Just kind of smooth it around, kind of get it level. Okay. Now, these kilns come with a little smooth, with the edge with no way to pour it. I mean, it's just a round uniform edge. So I'm going to take the round file and I'm just going to file a groove into it, which will help it pour a little easier into the mold. Now, if you look at this, you now have a little pouring spout that the gold will funnel down into and make it go into this mold either, because the molds you're using are small. So now that I've done that, I'm going to prep my gold. I've made a few modifications. My tongues, they come out about a 45-degree angle when you get them. I bent mine to about a 90-degree, which hopefully should make this a little easier to turn, as opposed to trying to get it out at an angle, trying to get your wrist to work differently. These are modifications that somebody else made. I'm just going by to use them because it seems like it makes life easier. So next, I guess I'll prep my gold, but first I'll show you the mold I'm using. If I can get it out of here. The mold I'm using is it's a 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, and 1 ounce bar mold. So I bought this one separate. This doesn't come with the unit, so this is something you have to buy. They're about 20 bucks, so it doesn't really cost a whole lot. So I'm going to use the 1/2 ounce. Of course, somebody already showed you that, but I'm just repeating it. So to prep my gold, I'm going to use just an old camera tube I have, film tube. and I am going to use this gold flux, the black flux that comes with the unit. So I'm going to need my scissors because I can't get this off. And I'm going to use probably about half a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more than a half. Just a little bit more than a half. And what I'm going to be doing, of course, is melting a ½ ounce of gold, hopefully. And then I'm just going to put that into the tube. Put the cap on and just kind of roll it around. Kind of get it mixed up in there. So that's set. Now I am going to get these torches going. Ought to be fun. Ought to be fun. Maybe I'm gonna get them touched. There we go. I'm gonna stick that in there about. Gotta back it off here a little bit. I'm going to let this warm up a little bit since this is the first time I've used this kiln. There we go. I think I finally got it now. Got the caps that came with them, so hopefully I can use these to keep these paints from rolling. Yeehaw. What is this? Didn't seem like it was lit for a second there, but it is. they're definitely touchy. That's one thing about them. Okay, I think we're there. Definitely a little touchy setup. So now I'm just going to pour my mixture of flux and gold into my crucible. Yeehaw! A little hot. Take this all in there. Pull this guy off. And I'm going to pour this way, so I'm going to put my spout that I created at this angle so that I can pour. Do I want to do it that way or do I want to do it this way? I think I want to do it this way. I'm going to angle it to the right here so that I can just pick up and pour. Try to get it as centered as possible. There we go. Now we let it go and we'll see what happens. I'll come back to you once we got it started to melt. Okay, it's been about 20-25 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and shut this down. I think we're ready to go. So I'm gonna take my mold off of here. And I'm going to shut off my torches. Definitely didn't sound like that. Then we're going to give it a few minutes here. I'm going to pull this off here. It is nice and glowing hot. And we're going to try this and see if we can get a good pour out of it. Well, it went off someplace else. I think the flux went into the mold and the gold went off into a bead off to itself. That's really weird. So I got a button instead of a bar. that was interesting. I don't know why that happened, but it didn't pour it into a bar, it poured it into a button. An oblong button. So we know it melts gold. It may have been something I did that didn't make it so that it poured into. I may have not gave it enough time to cool off a little bit. So, but either way, got a nice little flux bar and a little bit of a gold button. So it worked pretty good. Like I said, it may have been something I did that caused this not to go into the mold right. But we know that the system works. We know that it actually melts gold. And I'll just have to figure out how to get it into a bar. But right now it'll stay as a button. So it's a nice, neat little button here. Interesting. So we'll let it cool. I'll get the flux off of here, and then I'll probably throw it in a little bit of vinegar and let it clean up, and I'll at least have a gold button. So we know the system works. Okay, the quick kiln works really well. Please follow the instructions because they are accurate. Just a few quick pointers. Your torch tips, make sure that they're pointed more towards the kiln than towards the crucible. You'll burn your hole or scour your crucibles, and the life for those crucibles will be a lot shorter. Also, be sure that that you don't turn the heat up too high. Make sure that those crucibles are yellow hot, not just orange hot. It'll take a while. It'll take some getting used to. It took me about 3 tries before I finally got something that kind of resembled a bar. So follow the instructions and everything will work out fine with it. For us hobbyists, that system works really well. So don't be afraid to give it a shot, and I'll see you next time.